is going down in the season finale of Tyler Perry's Sistas season 6. Penelope is down at the law firm. Gary is getting rattled and shaking in his boots, babes. And Hayden is back to his hatred of black women, unfortunately. What's good, y'all? It's your good sis Erica Vane coming to you right here on Erica Vane TV, giving you the predictions and preview to the season finale of Tyler Perry Sistas. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on your bell notification so you don't miss out on any of my sisters content and conversation, because if you aren't already subscribed, then you don't know that your good sis has been dropping hotness, talking about all of these dope ass storylines that are coming down the pipeline in season 7. Y'all, these writers are finna turn us every way but loose in season 7, and I am here for it, because I am getting a much needed boost, a much needed push of energy, additional drama, but with heavy story. And episode 22 is the end of an era, pretty much, because this is the last episode that Tyler Perry has written in the series history. Season 7, he hands over the reins, right? And in all honesty, I am literally running off the excitement and the hype that I have for season 7, because I do believe that season 6, episode 22 is going to be lackluster. We are literally getting season 7 premiering a week after. We get no break, which tells me what? We're not going out on a high note. We're not going out being super suspenseful. And it's already been announced that season 7 starts 3 months after season 6. So expect a bunch of talking, expect a bunch of like setup, but don't expect too much when it comes to cliffhangers or shockers or to like keep you enthralled. Again, I think it's going to be a very, very talky episode, but you know how I do. And in this video, we're going to talk about what we got in reference to the teaser for the finale and what I think is actually going to go down, even though I think it's going to be a lackluster episode. Okay, starting with Penelope showing up at the law firm. At the end of episode 21, we got to see Gary confront both of them for actually speaking. However, they get away from him in this moment. They wind up in Andi's office, and Penelope has a calendar, and she wants specifics. She wants details on specific dates so that she can know if he wasn't with her, was he with, if he wasn't with Penelope, was he with Andi at the time? And I think that this little play-by-play, give me the specifics on the calendar, is what's going to help Penelope know the truth, but also Andi reveal that there is times where he wasn't with her and he wasn't with Penelope because he was with who? His ex-wife or any of the other women that Andi actually knows about. All of his little crosses are going to come to bear. Everything in his closet is coming out at the end of this season, and I'm here for it. I think that we're going to see a Gary in his full-on villain arc in season 7, and they got to set that up somehow, and they're going to do it in the finale. And I want to draw attention to what seems like Andi's energy when they first sit down versus the next scene when she actually puts her hand on Penelope and she looks back at Gary and Hayden, and she's like, I want to know what they're talking about. And Fatima says, they're talking about you. In the first scene, when they're in the office, Andi looks very, very unsure. Andi looks standoffish. Andi looks kind of ashamed and guilty. But over the course of that conversation, at some point, I think that Penelope is going to reassure her, like, yo, I believe that you didn't know. I'm not coming for you. I really just want further clarity. And that's going to help them bond and get closer. So that once we get to this scene when Fatima's actually involved as well, they're a lot more comfortable with one another. And it gives like energy like they're teaming up. Now, the I want to focus in on this scene where Fatima says they're talking about you. I'm like, girl, how do you know? I know you might have walked past to try to read lips, but I would not be surprised if after Hayden actually confronted Fatima last episode, if she didn't start planting microphones in Hayden's office, in the conference room, so that she could get a better understanding and get ahead of whatever revenge he's actually planning. So I do think that there's a little bit of something with Fatima and what she know and what she doing, because one thing that she gonna always try to do is stay ahead of the game, okay, and mitigate risk. Now, the follow-up scene from that, we get to see Fatima actually in the background walking past them in the conference room, away from what looks like also in the background Andi and Penelope, while Gary and Hayden are in the conference room, and Gary talking about some I don't lose, and he getting all flustered and angry. Ooh, big bad Gary, we so scared. We ain't though. Your time has come. Karma's coming up this. You don't have neither one of these women's cards. You have no more cards to play, sir. This is it. Your goose is cooked. And I am so glad. I have been waiting for the fall of Gary for too damn long. The time is now. And it's giving you about to have a little mental health breakdown, and I don't feel bad for you. I don't. He talking about he don't lose. You are a loser. That is what you do. What do you mean you don't lose? That is exactly who your personality is. That is the definition of loser. The only thing that would be a loser that was outside of you is if either one of these women decide to take your little goofy ass back because you are a menace. But again, y'all, I'm relishing in the fact that he is just becoming so discombobulated behind this, behind all the information that Penelope is about to learn. I think that of all the women that Gary has interacted with, Penelope is probably the only one who has gotten an ideal version of him. He has hid all his dirt, all of his bullshit from her, and every other woman has suffered at his narcissistic hands. Meanwhile, he got to play Patty perfect with her, and now that the veil has fallen, all hell gonna break loose mentally for him. And in saying that, I also believe that I don't necessarily know if he's going to have any aggression exacted towards Penelope because she is his ideal woman in relationship, or at least has been positioned that way in how he's behaved. When he says, I'm going to get them, I think that he's talking specifically about Andi and Fatima, because those two, well, specifically Fatima, because I think that Fatima is the one putting the battery in Andi's back to be like, girl, this is it. The road has stopped. It's time. It's time to pay this dude back for everything that he didn't gave you. Fatima has always had very aggressive energy towards Gary, even while trying to support Andi and be there for her and like rally for her to be in a healthy relationship because she loved this man so much. But now the buck stops here. So I think that he's talking about he's going to get them in reference to Fatima and Andi. And it makes sense that he's saying that in talking to Hayden because Hayden got beef with Fatima as well. So now what? The two goofies finna team up to come after the black women. Surprise, surprise. Like, can y'all just not be the weakest link at any point? Can you decide at any point to be better? No? Okay, cool. You deserve everything that's just gonna come your way. From there, we're taken back to Karen's newest salon, y'all. I'm so excited for her getting the salon. And if y'all haven't seen it, I did a breakdown of the teaser and the trailer from season 7 where we got more looks at her salon. So go ahead and check that out, y'all, because I'm so excited for this era in her life. But Brian is like helping her out and invites Chelsea. She's like, oh, I don't know nothing about commercial real estate. And he's like, oh, Chelsea's gonna help you out. Some of y'all said that this was old girl from at the damn Jennifer. This is not her, y'all. This is not Aaron John's whatever she was. I know that, you know, light brights be given the same sometimes, but she's not that. I don't think that there's any extra drama tied to this woman. Now, what I'm curious about is, did Zach send Karen the number to Valerie, and are we going to actually see Valerie come in on Karen's side, or is she going to work with the seller's agent, which I'm thinking is Chelsea, as her buying agent as well? Does it make sense? It's gonna make sense in season 7. My point is, this is not Jennifer, y'all. If anybody in this room is tied to Aaron, it is Brian. I don't think that Aaron, in trying to look out for Karen by way of sending Brian and helping out in this process and pushing this along, would also send the mistress that ruined their trajectory. Yeah, I don't got Aaron doing that. I don't got him doing it. Now, y'all, in more sadder events of this season, we go over to the duplex to see Fatima talking about, the girl is a hood rat. Zach talking about, I know she gonna take the money. Can we stop talking about Heather and actually just go and talk to Heather? Because the way I am so exhausted at the leaps and bounds and stretches and reaches that have taken place, like, yes, I want Michael to be in a healthy environment in which he can thrive and not experience abuse. And I also want Fatima to go about it in a way that can actually stand up in court, is legal, and will actually put them on the right road to do right by this boy. Like, Heather's the hood rat. Heather's the one that's going to take the money. Heather is the worst thing. But Fatima, you're shooting off bullet rounds in the damn house with the boy who is nonverbal and kidnapping. Y'all are kidnapping him. Like, if we're going to be holier than thou, if we're going to pedestalize ourselves, then we need to move holier than thou. We need to actually be above reproach in our actions. Y'all are also doing shady things. Like, and then, y'all, that just leads me to the rest of it. So Fatima winds up going over there with Zach, and then she's putting hands on Heather and beating the hell out of her, so much so that Zach got to try to pull her off of Heather. It's just like, all of this is too damn much. All of this is too damn much. And Fatima, you with your big ass brain, you with your always solving every single one of Zach's problems in life, could not possibly think that coming over to Heather's house and beating the hell out of her was going to help y'all situation. Why? At this point, season 7 needs to be the start of the season where Fatima sits her ass down. Stop shooting at people. Stop putting your hands on people. Don't put nobody's head through no more mirrors. Don't break nobody's arms. Relax, girl. Relax. You are forever going to be presented with problems in life, especially if you continue to partner with Zach's goofy ass. You're going to have to find more mature ways to handle the conflict, because this is not working for me. Yeah, y'all, that's where I'm at with it. That's what I think is going down in the finale. Again, I'm excited for the finale in that we are going to be getting season 7 right after, but I don't expect too much. And I'm really, I am disappointed in Fatima. I know y'all gonna be coming for me about it, but I'm disappointed in Fatima. Stop putting your hands on people. Stop going to kidnap the boy. If you want the boy, go follow the proper channels, do it the right way. Have a great example, be a great example. Start trying to figure out how to move or build a room for this boy. Do something proactive, because all this other little responsive ghetto it's interesting to point out that Heather's so damn ghetto. Meanwhile, y'all respond with ghetto ass actions as well. Quiet as kept. Those are my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comment section down below. YouTube thinks that you would love to watch this video next because your girl has dropped hella videos about sisters in the last 48 hours. So get into what you missed. You're not done yet. Let's go.